Hello everybody, back again with another video. Hope you're doing well. Hope your life's going well. Hope this week has gone well for you so far, and I hope that today has gone well for you. Today is Tuesday, January the 16th of 2024. It is about 5:47 a.m. Central Standard Time, and the reason why I'm actually making a video at this odd time is because I can't go back to sleep. I have been up since about 4:30 this morning. I went to sleep at my normal time, but I just woke up a little bit early, and I feel pretty well rested. It's okay. So I hope you all are staying safe, though. It's been very, very cold pretty much all over the United States. It's just been bitter cold. I really hope that everyone's staying warm. It's not surprising though. January is usually when we get these real cold, weeks. It's actually supposed to warm up later this week though, but it's just been cold all over. And up north, they've been having like blizzards and everything. Roads getting shut down because, in trucking, I still follow like trucker forums and stuff, and I've been hearing about how the roads have been shut down. Some of the interstates up north, they've been having to shut them down because of the blizzards and the excessive ice. Even up north, once it gets too dangerous, they still got to shut down everything. But people talk about how like down south they shut down everything when it's ice and stuff. That's because we don't have the infrastructure that cities up north have. That's why. But yeah, and also too, I'm gonna link my other channel in the description box below. That channel is kind of a more like, I guess you could say, I don't even know how to describe that channel. The channel is actually called News Plus Commentary. I do want you all to check that channel out. It's just me talking about different issues as well. And I'm going to be doing some reaction videos on that channel as well. So I actually have some uploaded there now. So if you want, go check that out. Like I say, the link for that channel is going to be in the description box below. If you choose to, of course. But hey, let's get into the main topic of this video. Let's talk about some of the problems that we're facing with modern society. We're going to talk about 5 of them right now. There's obviously way more than this, but 5 problems with modern society. This society that we live in right now here in 2024. The first thing I have listed is mental health. Mental health is something that has been neglected in this society. Mental health is something that this society, I still don't really think takes seriously enough. I think that we have to put forth an effort towards, and I think that we're starting to do it, but I think it should be done more. I think we need to put more resources towards mental health, mental institutions, counseling, therapy. More resources need to go towards that. I think there's a lot of people that really need it. Even when you see some of these people in jail, I think really some of these people that are in jail for silly reasons and stuff, they just need a counselor. They need therapy. They need someone to kind of vent their mental state to, a professional, a licensed professional that can actually get them the help that they need. Because a lot of people, they just don't have access to that because it's kind of expensive. Some insurances don't cover it. That's another problem too, healthcare, but I don't have that listed, but you know, healthcare. I think that's something that's everyone should have access to, but like I said, that's another video. But mental health is extremely important, and I think that we neglect it. I think a problem in a society that contributes to the mental health issues that we're facing is social media. Social media has been one of the biggest detriments to this society's mental health as a whole. Social media, I mean, first and foremost, you're always comparing yourself to people that you see on social media. You're always, looking at people's lives and comparing it to yours. And if you see just one person that is presenting themselves as living a better life compared to yours, you start to feel bad. You start to feel down. You start to have these mental health problems, and you start to feel inferior. Like, why is my life not as good as theirs? First and foremost, you don't know if that person is presenting the truth or not. You don't know if that person is doing well mentally themselves. You don't know if that person is truly happy. So why are you comparing yourself to somebody on social media that you may or may not know? And I just think that we have to really take this mental health thing seriously. If you want to improve your mental health, really, social media is not the best place to be. Social media, Instagram, Twitter, especially Twitter. I mean, I don't really get on it like that, but a few times I've gotten on it, it's just nothing but mess on there, nothing but gossip, nothing but negative energy, things that my inner does not need to be receiving. It's toxic. It wastes your time to a certain degree as well, if you're not looking at anything that's positive or anything that's actually helping you come into your best self. It's kind of a waste, and it's causing mental health issues all over. And there's other aspects too. Sometimes your family members can cause you mental health issues. Society, your job can cause you mental health issues. Being in debt, struggling economically, that can cause mental health issues. We need, especially in this society where we're running into these economic problems more and more, we need an emphasis on mental health. We need it. Are we going to get it? I don't know. I see we're trending in the direction of, more mental health awareness. I think we have a month dedicated towards it. I don't know the month off the top of my head, but I know they have a month out there called Mental Health Awareness Month. It's very important. Mental health. Another problem we have is overpopulation. Cities are becoming very packed, and it's leading to just scarcity issues, jobs being taken up, more traffic jams, more expensive housing, because you have to remember, as more and more people move places, they're going to want housing too. And when demand is high, but the supply is steadily going down as more and more people move there, all that's going to do is drive the prices up. And this is actually happening in certain cities. Even though the housing prices are pretty high, you still have people that are moving in that are buying up the houses. Just like a lot of people are moving out of California, and when they move to like different states and stuff, it's driving the price up, because with them being from like California, they're willing to pay like these really high prices in housing, and it just keeps the market up. in price in terms of housing. And so we're kind of seeing this, especially here in the South in general. I know Atlanta's having this problem. Um, Florida's always been expensive anyway. Um, I know some people want to move out of Florida, but Texas is going through it. Um, just all the cities in the South, Charlotte, North Carolina. It's just these cities that people want to move to, they're all becoming overpopulated. And that is something that we have to look at. Do we need to establish new cities? Do we need to? And I see that this is happening. What I'm seeing is a lot of suburbs or a lot of rural areas are being turned into suburbs and then being turned into cities. Do we need to do that? Is that the viable solution? A lot of people that live out in the rural areas, they don't want their towns turning into cities though. So you're going to have to deal with that resistance. What do we do? You know, Another problem that is out here is ageism, which is basically discrimination against people who are older. And this is extremely prevalent, even though it's supposedly not allowed, but we know that this is still a big problem in the job market. A company is willing to hire somebody that's in their 20s. A company wants to hire someone that's in their 20s versus someone that's in their 60s and has a whole ton of experience, because what happens is that person in their 60s is going to demand a higher wage than what they're going to pay that 20 something year old. Like a 20 something year old with a few years of experience is better, in the job market versus someone who's 60 and has 30 something years and is going to demand top pay from a company. And this is why you want to, if you're going to work a job, you kind of want to get into a company, at a certain point. You don't want to keep switching jobs, especially as you get into your 50s. It gets harder and harder to like get a job, and so at that point, once you're in your 50s, you kind of want to just stay somewhere until you're ready to retire. I know in this society, people change jobs all the time for more money, but at that age, you might as well just kind of ride it out. And you want to have been if you're in your 50s, you want to have been saving over the decades anyway that you've been working. Um, if you haven't been saving, that's where you run into a big problem as an older person. Um, but then a problem with ageism is a lot of older people have to work because retirement is out of reach for more and more people. Retirement, a lot of people can't retire, at 65 like they once could, and so it's just out of reach for many people. And so that's why a lot of older people have to still put themselves out there in the job market. And so this is definitely like a prevalent problem, that we're facing, ageism. I might have to do a whole video about ageism. Homelessness, that's another problem that we're experiencing. A lot of major cities are experiencing huge problems with homelessness. Any big city that you can think of, you go into anywhere near their downtown area or any main part of the city, you're going to see homeless people. You're going to see people sleeping up under bridges. You're going to see people just walking around, they're on some sort of substance. some of them are mentally ill. You're gonna see these issues, and when you know, I really feel bad for the homeless people that are mentally ill, because it's like, if only they had access to the care that they need, they may not even be homeless, you know. And then the ones that are on some sort of substance, if only they weren't on that substance, if only they made the right decision and chose not to take that substance, they may not be homeless. But once they take it, they become addicted to it, and their whole life just turns bad, you know. You become homeless, and it's just unfortunate. Um, Homelessness is a big problem. I saw I saw something somewhere. I think it was like a news story out of Denver, where there were these little homes made out of like pallets, and I thought it was like the neatest idea, and they were letting like homeless people stay there, and it was kind of like it was cool, you know. I was happy to see that, you know. And they interviewed one guy, and he was just so happy to, you know, have the opportunity to, you know, stay inside, you know, sleep inside instead of sleeping outside. And it was just heartwarming to see that story. um yeah, so I don't know, it's called pallet houses. You could probably look that up. It was real, very, a very interesting story. I may link that story in the description if I can remember, but you know, we have to devote resources towards helping the homeless. Now, obviously, I know that there are some homeless people out there that they don't want any help. They want to be left alone. They don't really want to, you know, be a part of society. And you know, those are usually the people that just feel so fed up by society that they're okay with being homeless, because at least they don't have to worry about like paying bills and, you know, stuff like that, and having to go to work every day. Like, they just want to kind of be in their own space, you know, and just live their life. And there's some people like that out there that don't want to kind of be a part of society. There's a word for it. I just forgot the word, but you know, the people that want to be helped, um, I think resources ought to be devoted towards helping them. You know, so. And then we have economic insecurity. That's another problem in modern society. You know, economic insecurity, jobs being replaced by artificial intelligence. We know that's a problem. Jobs being outsourced, um, wages not keeping up with inflation. We know that's a big problem in this society. And, you know, I've talked about this, you know, plenty of times on my channel. Jobs, the future of work, you know, economic insecurity. If you have a family, um, and you're working a job that can be easily automated within the next 5 to 10 years, I'd be worried. What are you going to do? Do you have a plan? You know, are you in school working on, you know, some other skill that can't be automated as fast or can't be automated at all? Are you looking at the trades? You know, trades are always going to be in demand. Um, Economic insecurity. You know, I think that's something that we really have to look at. You know, it's very important. But I'm gonna bring this video to a close. I really appreciate you all watching. I probably have something uploaded later on this week, but I just like to come on here, talk to you all. I really appreciate all the, you know, likes, shares, comments, subscribers. I appreciate all of y'all, and I just want y'all to know that. But anyway, I thank you all for watching, and yeah.